What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate, reverse rant, no hate. So, I want to talk about the agony of defeat. This is what Conor Benn is feeling right now. So, Conor Benn has basically shown that we know he wanted to really win this fight, him and Chris both. This is a fight they both wanted to win, right? But now, let's say if Chris would have lost, can we say how he would have reacted? No, I don't know. But Chris, I don't think would have been, just looking at their personalities, I don't think he would have been as vile as Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a massive ego, man. And his ego is the type of, he can never, he doesn't take accountability. He doesn't take responsibility. Even when he popped dirty, he showed a bunch of anger. Remember, he said, I hope that the apology is as loud as the disrespect. And it's like, Conor, you basically had a woman's fertility drug show up in your system. You claim you don't know how it got there, what it was, and then you turn around and say it was because of 30 eggs that you eat. So it's like, there's no explanation on your behalf. It's just, I'm clean because I said so, right? We don't know you personally. Anytime someone's accused, I don't jump the gun and say, guilty. I say, let's see what happens. And the thing about it is, it's difficult. It's more difficult to prove your innocence in a situation of you cheating than it is to not prove it. So, we see so much of this happen that we get to the point where it's like, man, here we go again, another damn drug cheat, right? So it's like, all right, let's just give the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what happens. But when you react the way you do, not only does it turn people off, but it makes you look angry because you got caught. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, damn, I gotta be so stupid. Because for you to act as if you don't know why people are looking at you like, hey, man, you're cheats, because that's what the news says. Okay. And news isn't always accurate. We know this. But my point is, he doesn't have the common sense to even think that way. Now, in this situation, where he's crying and he's angry, pay attention to language, man. Listen to the things people say. Notice how he mentioned twice up on that stage how he broke Chris Eubanks Jr.'s jaw. And he sent him to the hospital, right? And it's almost like saying, well, he's in the hospital, I'm still sitting here. And yesterday, I read something, and there was a video, two British guys were talking, and the guy says that both of them, it's confirmed that both of them were hospitalized. So, if Chris got a broken jaw in a fight, big deal, it's boxing, man. He still beat you too. So, everything that they're trying to uncover, like this moral victory shit, listen, man, if Eddie Hearn was in Chris Eubanks Jr.'s corner, I believe he would have given Conor Benn some praise on his performance and everything, but he wouldn't have said that other shit about, he says in his mind, as far as for him, the real winner is Conor. See, this is that moral victory bullshit. And the fact that they're trying to make the fight seem like it was like a razor thing. No, it was not that close. Fuck no, it wasn't. Stop it, man. You know, at the end of the day, you see, when you have a massive ego, when you think your shit doesn't stink, when you think that you just feel entitled, and him saying what hurts so much is because the fight was so close, and the fact that Chris Eubanks Jr. missed it, didn't make weight. You know what's so funny? When Ryan Garcia missed weight, it was by 3 fucking pounds. Oh, it's only 3 pounds, and we're like, yeah, you people don't know shit about fighting. You don't understand the fight game, how things work. This was like 0.5 ounces or something like some little shit like that or whatever. But bottom line, Chris is holding on, Conor is holding on to now all of a sudden trying to play the victim and like, oh, Chris did, and Eddie, you know, his contract, he was supposed to make the weight. He was like, damn, Eddie, oh man, listen. You know, you're saying all this shit right now, but this is my point of why when you're fair, it's all around the board, man. It's all around the board. It's not about selected, like who okay, well, I'm working with this person. You know, no manager or trainer is going to say the same things about their fight as they would an opponent, even if they did the same things. So we know there's a bias there. But Conor right now, believe me, he's hurting much worse than Chris is. Because Chris, like he said, getting hurt, getting damaged in a fight, that's what we do. He said those are like battle scars. And it's like, this is the type of fights, like this is what you live for. To be able to say, I dug down and I won one of those, a fight that way. And the fact is, right, if Eddie Hearn has his way, like he said, I don't want to see him in too many fights like that. He says he want to see him go back down to 147. He'd rather see him go back down to 147. Now, everybody's trying to base this fight on what their fathers did and the fact that they fought twice. Now, what if one of them went in a rematch and one of them got killed in the ring? What if one of them went in there and have sustain an injury that stays with them for life? What if, then what? Then what? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it was a good fight, but no, listen, don't make any mistake about it. It was a good fight, okay? But there's many people that will destroy Chris Eubanks Jr. There's many people that will destroy Conor Benn. This is exactly why when I hear people say certain things, and it's like you hear the hypocrisy, you hear the bias. It's like, man, you're doing too much. Just accept the loss. That's all. Nobody's saying not to be proud of Conor, because Conor did fight. He came to fight. But then he's blaming it on inactivity. Oh, come on, Conor, man. Stop it, man. You did all of this big talk, but now it's inactivity. He's trying to make himself feel better and give himself reasons and try to validate them as reasons that he lost the fight. You just lost to the better fighter, man. That's all that happened, man. You guys had a similar Arturo Gatti, Mickey Ward type fight, and you have the same type of situation. Because like I said, there's several fighters that will bust y'all ass. Neither one of you are the best at what you do. And you had a good fight. I wanted Chris to win. He won. Okay? But at the same fucking time, to say the fight could have went either way, no, it couldn't. No, it couldn't. And notice, the majority of the people talking keep saying, especially Eddie Hearn, we saw one of the greatest British fights that we, right? Even investing in one of what, but again, if you can't accept defeat, if you can't accept that the better man won, and you got to make excuses as to why you lost, where's all this ring IQ? Where's all of this ring savvy and ring generalship where you can turn up when you need to? Chris missed weight, not you. So you should have been fine. Now you want to, and Conor says he can make 160. And I showed I can fight and take a punch from a 160 pounder. Blah, blah, all. But listen, this is where Eddie is saying something different. And his ego is killing him more than anything else because of all the losses, the people that he could lose to. Like I said, the fact that he lost to Chris Eubanks Jr. Oh, and he feel like he disgraced his family and all. A sore loser has to grow up and mature and realize, we saw Jermell Charlo lose to Canelo Alvarez and say, I think I'm still the best fighter in the world. I never saw Jermell Charlo as the best fighter in the world. Accomplishments can say something. On paper, it can say something. Now, at 154, I got to say, yeah, he was the man there. But at the same time, we heard Zab Judah say, I still feel like I'm the best fighter in the world. When was Zab Judah ever the best fighter in the world? Now, he can feel that. That's fine. He can feel like but when did anybody ever feel that? Now, I'm pretty sure you got Zab Judah fans that, well, he was. When? When did he ever beat the best in the world? So, just saying, right? We heard different people say different things. A whole lot of stuff that comes out of people's mouths. And people are, always wanting to put themselves in the highest position. But Conor Benn has to understand, and his people around him, you could, like his father was talking about things he was doing wrong. Like he said the same things I said, swinging too wildly, and trying so hard to land a knockout blow and stuff. And then remember, Conor goes, oh, you said you weren't going to knock me. Why you knocking me? Oh, but hey, this is you bring me in. I'm your father, right? But they were, he goes, fair point or something to that effect. But this is what I'm saying. You see, That right there even showed he wants to be babied. No, man, help me to forget the truth and help me to, let's come up with an excuse as to why I lost. And it has to be something other than Chris Eubanks Jr. was the better man. I don't want to hear that. I couldn't have lost fair and square. It was the weight. It was ring rust. It was inactivity. Everything other than Chris Eubanks Jr. dug down and fought hard. And like I said, why I really give respect to Chris is because I could see the grit on his face. I could see him biting down, and he was fighting his ass off. And he made sure that he sealed the deal in that fight. And anybody talking this shit about the fight could have went either way, it was razor, the bullshit. That is bullshit, and you're just a fucking kind of Benn fan. And the reality is, it doesn't matter what the fuck you think. The fight's over, and what happened, happened. And I think the right man got his hand raised. But this is the agony of defeat. And it's better to humble yourself. Make sure that you're as good as you think you are. But at the same fucking time, the same way how you talk shit when you win, understand that when you lose, tomorrow's another day. I'll fight again. That's all I got for you now. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Remember, never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people. And I will catch you on the next video.